Welcome back to the Speedfire Fab YouTube channel. I'm back out in the shop tonight. It is Thursday, May 8th. Currently 8 days left on the clock. 3 or 4 days ago, if you'd asked me what I thought percentage-wise of making the deadline, I probably would have told you 45% we're going to make it. 45% confident. Today, that answer is 85% confident. I wasn't able to get really anything done yesterday. I worked too late. I was too exhausted. Just didn't have the energy to come out here. I kind of feel the same way tonight, but I'm here. I'm getting a few little things done, just to make some progress and move it along. I did get the turbo oil drain built. I got the feed line hooked up. What else have I done? I got most of the headlight wire in the loom. It's kind of a mess down there, so I don't want to finish it out until I get the core support back in and get everything ran, because I don't fully know where these need to be. I don't want to do that twice. Got wiper motor wired. I can't remember if I talked about that in the last video or not, but that's wired. Brake wires are cleaned up. I did get the exhaust leak fixed over here. Fired it up. It's smooth and quiet. Got a little bit of stumble. Fuel and timing's a little bit off. Got to figure out what needs to be tweaked there. I've got the inside pretty much put back together. Got a power wire to put in over there for the AC. We got the dash all in. I've got to program the fuel gauge. I started messing with that last couple nights ago, but I didn't really get anywhere. So there's really nothing major mechanical left. I got to figure out the shifter, see if I can reverse that somehow, some way. I've got a plan for the catch can. I'm gonna mount it right here. I'm gonna build a bracket off of these two bolts back there. Other than that, I guess the major thing left is the fabrication here. Putting in this filler panel, smoothing all that out. I gotta finish welding the lower brackets on the intercooler. Finish welding this, smooth that out. Power wash all that. All the core support and touch up the paint. Got a new AC condenser, and I'm gonna paint the AC condenser, the intercooler, and the radiator black. Got new headlights. So let's see, can I cross anything off the list? In cross transmission fluid, I've checked that it's good. We don't really need it. Headlight wires, I'm gonna mark them as done. I mean, I gotta hook them up, and I've got the battery ground cable pretty much terminated on one end. I need to get the battery mounted and cut it to length to put the other end on there. So I think the major things are fabrication on the core support, shifter, which is not even on here. Shifter rework. And the mount catch can. All this other stuff is, I mean, putting the fenders, and I got to clean them, but I just pressure wash them, degrease them. But that's kind of where I'm at. I filmed a little bit tonight. Did a couple small things. I'll show you that here coming up. Tomorrow's Friday. I'm hoping maybe I can get off a little bit early and hit the weekend hard and get the rest of this fab work done and the bigger items knocked out. Hopefully, my plan is by the end of the weekend, have the front end like at least partially back together or close to it, because I really need to get this thing off the lift driving down the road early next week so I can work out some little bugs and try to do some tuning on it, see how well that goes. I said I'm 85% confident that I'm going to make the deadline and get it done. I'm probably 45 to 50% confident that it's going to be at a point where I can safely get in it and drive it. I know a little bit of tuning. I don't know Hall Tech. I'm figuring it out. I don't know boost tuning, so that's so scary. I've got some resources to help me. Ideally, I'll probably be paying somebody to do it, so I got a pretty good feeling there's going to be a point where I get it running all right and it'll drive down the road and whatever, but I'm not comfortable like driving it over an hour because I don't want to blow it up. So we'll see how that goes. In the meantime, I'm going to get some work, a few more things done. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so I got the factory coolant overflow reservoir here. It was on my list too, things to maybe buy new, but I kind of forgot about it. I'm out of time, out of money. This one's still in really good shape. It just looks terrible. So I'm going to attempt, I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll try it, see what happens. I'm going to attempt to sand it down, scuff it up, clean it, and paint it black. I think, honestly, if I bought a new one, I'd want to paint it black anyways, because black just looks better. Like I said, I have had some luck painting plastic, and it will work sometimes, but it's been hit or miss for me, so don't know if it'll work, don't know how long it'll last, but hey, we're going to try it. This is, I think, 220 grit. Figure I'll try it. If it don't work and it starts flaking off, well, then I can buy a new one and change it out later, I guess. Too worried about painting the little bracket there. It's never going to be seen. Goes inside of a piece of metal. So. It's going to be a simple scuff and shoot. Pretty dirty. I'm just cleaning it with a citrus degreaser, basically. Inside's not too super terrible. It's got a little rusty scale on it. That's going to be good enough for what we're trying to accomplish. All right, I got some Duplicolor plastic adhesion promoter. Get it shook up. It smells like rubbing alcohol. Straight up rubbing alcohol. I wish I had the power to run the ventilation fan at this point. All right, so we gotta let that sit a couple minutes. Do another coat, then another couple minutes, and then a third coat, and then probably a couple minutes, and then we'll paint her black. That stuff smells too bad. We're gonna do 2 coats. Well, all I got's engine enamel, so we're gonna try it. I thought about taping off the level line and leaving that so you could see it, but it'll look terrible. And honestly, I mean, this radiator that's in there's got a radiator cap, so this is really just, I'm just using this as an overflow. I don't really need to see a line, and I can just check it periodically and open the cap. All right, just throw down a nice wet coat and we'll call it done. Doesn't look too bad. It's a little rough from where I sanded it, but I mean, it's not like the whole truck's perfect. It's not a show truck, so I think it will do its job. All right, if y'all haven't started to figure it out yet, I don't like chrome and shiny parts. I like it as I really don't like chrome at all, but raw stainless or polished stainless, brushed stainless, things like that. I like it in small amounts. Accents like I think the stainless fuel rail and the fuel crossover looks really good. We get some stainless fittings, obviously the exhaust. Little accent pieces like that I think set it off nicely. But I like black and color match things. So got this low car transmission dipstick. I don't honestly know if they make it in black. This was on this engine when we had it in the other truck, so I'm not gonna go buy a black one just to have a black one. Thought about painting it, but I'm just gonna do my old trick of wrap it in braided wire loom, make it look a little less noticeable. I'm pretty sure you can take this. It's kind of like an AN line. You can take all that off and probably slip one on it, but I don't know. I'm a little afraid of opening up a can of worms with steel braided stuff is weird when it comes time to cut it apart and reuse it. At least in my past experiences, I've always struggled fighting the braid and I mean, is it the cleanest? No. But does it look better and kind of blend in a little better than the straight stainless? I think so. Can't really do the exhaust, or not the exhaust, what's the word? I can't really do the engine dipstick because it's by the exhaust, and this stuff is not very direct heat friendly. But that one's not as noticeable. I mean, when the fenders and everything's on, I know y'all probably want to hear it. I want to hear it. I'll enjoy hearing it. Fix the exhaust leak so it's smoother. Even got the remote start working. Let's see if I got enough battery. I didn't have the little maintainer on it a couple days ago and had both doors open, all the dome lights going while I was wiring things, and yeah, it didn't really like that. Well, I say it works. It's tripping out on the voltage. That's the first time I've noticed that. It cycles the throttle, I guess because it turns the ignition on. Well, it shouldn't turn the ignition on when you hit the unlock button. That's strange. I also don't know what I got programmed wrong with the transmission cooling fan because it seems to come on with the engine temp. I know that's a setting somewhere. I just have to dive into it. So maybe I have something wired wrong with the remote start, alarm. I don't know. That's another item on the list, or I'll just bypass it for now. Yeah, freaking battery. She's not having it. Well, it was running like 20 minutes ago because it's still hot. I thought to myself, I'll run it for 6 8 minutes, let it heat cycle, and the alternator will charge it. There's no belt. I don't have the belt on there, so I don't want to run the water pump dry or the power steering pump dry, so we ain't doing that. I'll just have to charge this battery a little bit more. The good news is I do have a video that I took earlier of it running, so I'll throw that in right now, and y'all can give it a listen. I'm signing off. It's 8:40ish. Tired. It's been a hell of a week at work, and mentally and physically. I don't have it in me to go till 10 or 11 o'clock every night this week. So, but this weekend is gonna be good, and it's Mother's Day weekend. But I'm gonna find the time, and we're gonna get her done. Hopefully, I can actually drive it this weekend sometime. That'd be kind of nice. That might be a far-fetched plan. Maybe early next week. I don't know. I'm a little delirious, and it all sounds like great ideas, but the reality of it is it's probably not. But I want to thank y'all for hanging out and watching. Yeah, I'm gonna go find some food and go to bed. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Have a good evening, and hope your Friday goes well. So see y'all later.